We left, of course, the one for last. And they had two London derbies in match weeks 28 and 29. First, over at the good old cottage where Chelsea keep their snow shovels and their, you know, winter jackets and stuff like that, I guess. Harry Wilson is going to take advantage of an absolutely awful headed clearance by Conor Gallagher. Oh, the poor boy. He looks terrible in that ridiculous uniform anyway.
He's not done well for Tottenham since he went there.
Maybe he's a secret agent. Maybe he's like what do they call it? One of those double agents or whatever. He's just there to bring.
Undercover.
Yeah, he's there to bring Spurs down from within. And if that's the case, attaboy. He's one of our own, for God's
Sleeper
sake.
agent.
Yep.
He's a sleeper agent.
So, Connor, yeah, 7 minutes in, you're going to give up something like that. Terrible. Alex Iwobi is going to make it from well outside in the 34th minute. Richarlison.
We're going to talk about Spurs goalkeeping in a second.
Yeah. Richarlison, true to form. This is who he is. He's going to get a consolation marker in the 66th minute. If there's no one that scores least important goals than Richarlison. And I can't remember who was on what pundit was talking. It was a former coach or something like that too, was thinking that João Pedro would be on the bench for Richarlison for Brazil. And my mind exploded in laughter for most part and confusion. So,
yeah,
Spurs don't win there. At this point, they had gone winless in 10 straight, including 6 losses. This is their longest ever to that point in the Premier League since 1994, tying that. It's going to get busted right away because they're going to play at home at the North London Centre for Putrid Smells, I believe is what it's called. They get the 1-goal lead through Dom Solanke. Poor Dom Solanke, too.
Oh, man, yeah.
What are these guys doing? How could you wear those lily whites? Ridiculous. You guys deserve this, both of you. Then, in the 34th minute, Mickey Van de Ven's going to pull down Ismail Yassar. It's a penalty. Sure. It's a red card. All right. Or it's I'd say it's it's just a penalty. But it is way less egregious.
I did not remember this being a red card.
No, it is way less egregious than what Martinelli does to Mats Weaver in that Brighton game in the box. The only way I could say this makes any difference, how this is a penalty and the other one isn't, is because Sarr had the ball, but Weaver was going into the box and Brighton was in possession of it, so they took away that option when he gets pulled down.
Yeah, the Martinelli thing definitely should have been one too, but I understand why this was one because
they're both bad. Yeah, so get rid of that. Mickey Van de Ven is gonna he's gonna get the red card, I think. So Sarr's gonna score it to level things. Jorgen Strand Larson, this is what I mentioned before. They're gonna put them ahead 6 minutes after this, and it's Sarr with the brace. This is all before the half. And stuff like that. So good game for Ismail Yassar. There's nothing noteworthy at all in the second half. It's now 11 games winless for Spurs. They are now 1 point from the drop zone, which I can think back to a bad season here for Chelsea football. But I can fall asleep, smile on my face when I think in maybe 9 more match week sleeps, Tottenham Hotspurs will be a championship side.
Yeah. Just like the thought of it has been like putting a smile on my face. Arsenal fans on Twitter or social media at all, the Arsenal fans in general have this thing called St. Totteringham's Day, which is when Tottenham cannot mathematically overtake Arsenal in the table. And they're having a debate already on what would be St. Totteringham's Day for next year if Tottenham gets relegated. Would it be the final day of this season or the first day of next season?
Who knows? That's a good problem to have, though.
It's a good problem to have. because we've already had St. Totteringham's Day this season.
Oh
That's
yeah.
done. We've celebrated it already. The
Was
interesting
that in
thing I
December?
think
Could have been December by that point, for
no,
God's sakes.
it was a few weeks ago. The interesting thing about the goalkeeping at Spurs right now
Mm-hmm.
got more interesting today when
Yeah.
they played Atletico Madrid in the Champions League, and he started Antonin Kinski in goal instead of Vicario.
Mm-hmm.
And this should not have happened. Igor Tudor should not have done this. This is obvious because Kinski let 3 goals in the first 17 minutes of the game. And then Christian Romero, Tottenham's captain, walked over, talked to Igor Tudor, and then they subbed out Kinski and put Vicario in. Um, cannot remember a time when I have seen a goalie subbed out for something other than an injury in a soccer game in the last 10 years at least.
Oh boy. Yeah. I'm thinking that I've seen it, but I don't know if it was in the Premier League. It's in my head that I know that I've seen it happen, but
I've
yeah,
seen
absolutely
goalies subbed
ridiculous.
in just for penalty shootouts at the end of a cup game
Oh
and
sure.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But like I have not seen the hockey goalie thing, which is you let in 3 goals in a certain amount of time. That's too much. We're going to sub you out to keep, your mental state and all of that, which is basically what Igor Tudor said after the game. He said, it was necessary to preserve Kinski and preserve the team. It was an incredible situation. That's why he pulled him and put Vicario in. Why is Kinski starting this game anyways? And it's because Vicario was so bad on the weekend or
Yep.
the last match week. Like, I Spurs are such a disaster that the Domino's Pizza UK Twitter account. Have you seen this?
No.
They have taken to trolling the hell out of Spurs. March 6th, after the Spurs game we just talked about, they tweeted out, "We've delivered 88,989,898 pizzas since Spurs last won a game." Today, they tweeted out, "Someone take Spurs out of the oven. They're done."
No.
And then they put up a meme, which I will show in just a second here, um, that is hysterical to me, because I guess they got told to stop trolling Spurs. Where is it? It's under here. We want TweetX. I don't know where it is. Anyways, it's a very funny meme on the Domino's Pizza UK Twitter account. It's at Domino's_UK. Go check it out. It says, "My boss, stop cooking Spurs. Everyone feels sorry for them." And then it goes, "Me." And it's a picture of a bald eagle like staring into a camera. It's very funny to me. This whole Spurs situation is very funny to me. Now, the thing that I think might actually keep them up is
Mm-hmm.
that they've got a better goal difference, even though it's -7, than
Yeah.
everyone around them.
They get Forest in a couple of weeks. That's going to be
That's going
an
to be a
important
huge game.
match. They still have Igor Diago behind the bench, which is a huge detriment. He does not get it.
Tudor.
Or is there too many Igors?
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to drop him and bring in Sean Dyche for the last 9 games?
I think if they don't start improving and winning and getting some points, they might.
Or Sam
Like
Allardyce?
I don't know. I don't think it'll be Sam Allardyce. I think
No.
they'd go Sean Dyche.
No.
Um, I don't know what I don't even know who Spurs management is anymore since Daniel Levy's out of the club. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they want. I don't know if they're at this point where it's like, okay, well, let's drop down to the championship. And we don't have to pay these players as much money.
Well, they won't have
And we'll
them.
work our way. Well, they won't have them, but that gets in their contracts, apparently,
Yeah.
I've been reading, that they
Yeah.
get pay cuts if they go down to the championship.
Yeah, they'll be looking for another spot. But who's going to want him? Nobody. No one's going Richarlison hunting if
No
they
one's
go
going with
down to the
Charleston
championship.
Hunting. I think Dom Solanke might get him something.
Yeah,
Um,
well, I think he could go back to where was it? Bournemouth? Was that where he was before? Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, I think,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, he's a Chelsea kid, but yeah, there's no spot, there's no place for him.
There's a couple of players on that team that I think someone would go in and pay for. I think someone
I
would go
heard
get
people like
Christian
Christian
Romero.
Romero. Yeah,
Yeah. I
uh,
think somebody'd go get Mickey Van de Ven. I don't know why, but they would.
I don't know if they
Um,
do it in the league. I think he goes somewhere else. I think
I
Vicario
think
gets a spot somewhere else.
one of the promoted
Maybe,
teams might go for
maybe.
someone like that. But I'm just so thrilled at this situation Tottenham is in that it's kind of making me feel sorry for them. And I
How
hate
dare,
that.
how dare you? How
I know.
dare you?
Like, I should not be this happy that someone's about to get relegated, and a lot of people are going to be in all this like financial changes and club changes and everything. I think it's hysterical that there are championship sides that are already singing songs and chanting about how they're going to go to the lane next year,
Mm-hmm.
meaning White Hart Lane.
3-point lane.
Yeah, it's hysterical to me. And you would think they would be better. I mean, they finished right above the relegation zone last year. They tried to improve their squad. They did nothing to actually improve their squad. And I am just so amused. They hired the wrong manager for start.
Oh yeah,
They never should have hired Thomas Frank.
there
Never.
is a. He's supposedly too friendly. He's supposedly too friendly for them.
And it's hysterical to me the situation Spurs are in.
Yeah,
Hysterical.
well deserved. Well deserved. Well, that's it.